Well, what I'm afraid is of institutional gaslighting. We tell women, we tell parents, you have to come forward with that evidence that there was abuse in the past so we can help the child, we can help you. We don't want to trivialize what's happened to you at all. But when the one parent brings this up and the other parent responds to this with a parental alienation allegation, we're seeing something that's kind of disturbing, that suddenly the court is forgetting about that domestic violence that came in the past at some points. And each court is different. I think it's extremely scary that a judge is being able to decide, do I believe in parental alienation? Do I not believe in alienation? And there's a really great article written by Leslie Lang and said, mothers who had been talking about what judges had actually said to them in the US. One mother said, the judge actually threatened to take the child off me and that I would have supervised care if he saw me in court again with such rubbish allegations of domestic violence. The judge did not want to know. She had another mother who said, I've been traumatized by him, meaning the father, and even violence. And now I'm traumatized by dealing with people who just can't, that cannot acknowledge the fact that we have been abused and have no education about how this has affected us. Another mother described herself as being silenced, and her children were silenced as well. I'm afraid that this is happening within the system, and I'm really worried about what that ramification can be. And this is why I was using those terms of discrediting, degradation, and denigration. There's the 3 Ds of brainwashing in the 70s that were dependency, debility, and dread. And I'm looking at this the same way of not believing a lot of people that they have been coercively controlled in the past, shaming them that they're not putting that aside so that they can parent that child together, forgetting what went on, and trying to vilify them in one way, like bringing that evidence of sexual abuse and saying that they didn't want to hear it. Peter Jaffe, who's an amazing academic in Canada, said that despite all this we're doing to try to encourage people to come forward, he calls these 4 painful stages. Not being believed, then being believed but having the violence minimized, then being told that the violence is an adult issue and not relevant for the children, and finally recognition of the impact of the violence but being told to get over it and become a co-parent and put the past behind them. This is what I'm afraid is happening.